Welcome to the Emotional Balance Sheet, the go-to podcast for parents with multiple kids, especially those with twins, triplets, or more, who are navigating the maze of modern family life and personal finance. Whether you're overwhelmed by education or retirement planning, parenting dilemmas, career transitions, or trying to define your purpose and plan, we're here to guide you with empathy, encouragement, and expertise. Hosted by Paul Fenner, founder of Tama Capital, a certified financial planner and parent to 4 kids, including a set of triplets. Our podcast is your ally in the quest for financial peace of mind, proving that money matters, but family comes first. Subscribe now and join our community of empowered parents at tamacapital.com. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon for investment decisions. Clients of Tama may retain positions in the securities discussed in this podcast.
What does comprehensive financial planning even mean? At Tama Capital, it means a family office where lifestyle planning such as retirement, college, portfolio management, and tax prep and planning are all under one umbrella. But it goes beyond numbers. We focus as much on the emotional side of financial planning as we do on the financial side. We get you. We understand your challenges of building a family, business or career, and a healthy life. We are devoted to wealth planning for families like yours because we are you. Learn how our family can help your family by visiting tamacapital.com. Hi, and welcome back. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. How many of us have heard that before? And I was thinking about this because I came across an old post by my friend Samantha Russell on LinkedIn. And Sam lost her husband Ryan probably close to a year and a half ago. And she has 3 small kids. And I reread her post. She actually posted it 8 months ago on LinkedIn. And I'll link to it in the show notes. But it just got me thinking, especially right now, this time of year, as Teresa and I have gone through this major transition of our triplets starting high school this year, and one's made the swim team, one made the soccer team, and one's in the marching band. And that's not to even exclude Mackenzie, our plus one, who made the volleyball team and has a club basketball team that she plays on. And what it made me think about is the chaos of the scheduling that we have and trying to find time to do these things. And when I look back at when my kids were younger and I was working a lot more hours than I am today, and I still work a lot of hours today, I feel like I've probably missed out on some things where I probably worried about things that I shouldn't have to or had to. And it's easy. It's so easy to look back in hindsight and say, well, yeah, if you knew now what you knew then you would have spent, some more time with them versus maybe spending more time at work. And I think that's the point of Sam's post. And one of the other points I want to try to get across is you can't worry about what may happen in the future today, because as Sam, and she's lived this firsthand, tomorrow's never promised. And I know it's a cliche, but having known Sam for a while, and seeing how she's and her strength has been through this loss of her husband, and the fact that she still travels with 3 young kids is, I think, a miracle. But it's easy to get consumed by today. And that's why I was pointing out about this transition to high school and these schedules. It's easy to let these times slip away, because I'm often asked, well, how are you and Teresa managing all this? Well, we manage it one day at a time, but Teresa and I also try to take a moment or two when we can to remind ourselves that the next 4 years are going to go by in a blink of an eye. And there's a really powerful tool that I've used, and I know I've talked about it before, in my financial planning firm Tama, is to show people how many summers they have left. as a family of 4, as a family of 5, as a family of 6 in my case. And I've seen people get really emotional about it because maybe for the first time it really hits them that, oh, I don't have an indefinite period of time with my kids. I only have them for 5 more summers or 4 more summers. And so what are we going to do? And this isn't an invitation to go out and take big, lavish vacations and go into debt doing so. And that's one thing that Sam clearly points out in her post. But what she also points out, and I completely agree with her, is time that's intentional. You can have time with your family, with your loved ones in your backyard. And I've done a conversation on this before about the bucket list and how people have this idea that if you're putting together a bucket list, all these things that you want to do, that they have to be grand or grandiose. And well, those are all fine. Trust me, I just checked off something on Teresa and I's bucket list over the summer when we went on our wedding anniversary to Santorini, someplace that Teresa's always wanted to go to. And it was great. But we also went to a concert this past summer that I've been wanting to go to for the last 25 years. And that was just as great. And, you know, going up north with our kids is just as great. So you don't have to do big things. Small things can turn into big things if they're intentional. And so I just wanted to remind people to keep that idea in the back of their head when they're planning or not actually planning to do something with their family, with their kids, with their spouse, a significant other, that this thing that we have that we tend to manage or mismanage often, our time, we really need to step back and think about, are we being useful with our time? Are we being intentional with our time? And it's hard to think about that because we see time as something that's infinite to a certain extent, and it's hard to quantify these experiences. It's easy to look at how much money is in your 401k or 529 or savings account, how much your house is worth. It's hard to put a price tag on how much those memories are worth. Now that you've made it to the end of another great conversation, are you looking for more? If so, head over to tamacapital.com, where you will find all of our conversations. Use the search feature to find the topic or guest you would love to learn more about. Also, don't forget to make someone else's day by sharing our show. That's all for this week. We'll see you next time.